thought about it, whether he could come back. Whether he should or would, or whether Sentinels would need him, that's another question. But we talked about the viewership for the kickoff the other week not being as high. Part of that is probably the TENS effect. This, to me, was the tweet of the day yesterday. So Durko was talking about being frustrated with not playing the game is kind of broken over there, it seems, in Thailand right now. He can't play with the skins that he wants to, and he wasn't very happy about it. Boaster, of course, being from home, he said, wow, my glitch pop's looking really good right now. Wow, is that a Recon Phantom? Ooh, so nice, right? Because Durka's not getting to experience that. But then Durka says, Thai food's so yummy and spicy, because, of course, Boaster ain't there for the event, whereas Durka is. Former teammates now on Vitality, and to be fair, they could make a serious run, I think, Vitality this tournament. The big drama of yesterday, though, as that there's always some drama in North American Valorant. This time it's in challenges, and it was the following. So SR, they got rid of Brock, right? Well, didn't get rid of him, but he was poached effectively by NRG, and they decided to bring Monsi into their team. They needed a leader, so they got Monsi and they brought him into the roster. Now, this has caused some questions just because, as far as some are concerned, Monsi wouldn't necessarily be top of list in terms of potential leaders to sign. So Jake, of course, former Cloud9 Jake, and he's, continually playing to this day, said the following, obviously laughing, crying emoji or whatever, all your boys need to eat, I guess. So what he's very clearly implying here is that this decision has been made on the basis of what we might call a friendship league, as in they've not necessarily chosen the best player for the position.
What?
It's more so they've signed, their boy who they know and they get on with well. And there's some merits to either side of it, right? Obviously, you want your team to get along, right? Like, in an ideal world, though, you make your teammates your friends rather than making your friends your teammates. That's usually how the best teams are formed. You put the best possible players together in that position, and then you become friendly with one another if and when that's possible. Another approach, though, is to not do that and just sign a guy who you get along with well. He might not be the best fit, but is it going to benefit the team? Possibly, right? Like, there is benefit to what they might call the friendship league, because if the team gets on well, it's maybe likely to succeed better than it could otherwise.
Bro, I thought I killed the fucking jet.
If decisions are not being made on a meritocracy, that is probably a bad idea in the longer term. So anyway, it's always how it is in sports and certainly in esports. And Jake is making the implication that Monty was only signs because he's friends with the guys on the roster. So Weeded says, wonder who this could possibly be about. And therefore there were some serious replies. So there was some discussion, of course, about this roster. And Jake says this, could have DM'd Physic, Stellar or Poppin. No trials for any of those three at any given point is extremely criminal. No hate to the people on Blinn. I think they're solid, but every single player should have a fair chance in the trials, and that was not the case by any means. Blinn, the team that Monsi was formerly on the roster of, I think they're solid, etc, etc. And, this is pretty, I don't know, Agility, what do you think about this assessment, right? Because he's saying, oh, well, oh no, they gave their friends the spot rather than my friend the spot. It's so unfair. But Jake says, look, that's not really how I meant it. I'm not close to Poppin at all. Not even a DM, though, is criminal. And also, my friends have destroyed all your friends every time we played them. So I thought that was pretty funny. So it was all popping off here. We got all the replies. And it kept on going, really. Because, Weeded then came into the discussion as well. Jake says he says it like it's a good thing that people who have got literally been getting smoked for the last 4 years got a trial, while the people who have been doing the destroying for the last 4 years didn't even get a message back. Not bitter, I didn't get the spot. Spouse was better than me at the time, and obviously they continue in the discussion as well. Then Stella got added in it and all this type of stuff, and it was all popping off on the timeline. But yeah, I guess the point is that Jake at least believes Monsi got this spot on SR Black because he's boys with those guys, and the guys that should have at least been trials, they weren't even given the chance to, potentially. Even as Trick says, I never have been given the chance to trial for a single team in my entire Valorant career other than Heretics. The game is super gatekept and connections mean more than skill. There were points in my career where generally no unsigned IGLs were even in the same ballpark as me, but they all got trials before me, and I'm talking about tier 2, tier 3 trials, not even tier 1, not even bottom of the barrel tier 2 teams that I would beat over and over again would even give him trials. This is part of the reason I lost passion for the game. And yeah, look, everyone knows in life, and certainly in a game like this, connections are massively important. And even as Chet says, no one even wants to do the interviews or the hard work anymore to see if the candidates are worth it. They'll just sign their friends. And it's interesting because, look, is Trick right that it's kind of unfair about the gatekeeping of the game and the fact that other in-game leaders and other players are getting opportunities over players that deserve it more. Sure, in terms of talent, but also the players know and the players realize and the players need to understand that networking and connections is a massively relevant factor and always, frankly, will be.
What is happening?
If you don't maintain or build or grow those relationships, it's going to affect your career, whether it's fair or not. This is simply the reality of the situation.
Like, where the fuck was my bullets going?
Maintain their circles well. They're the ones that always get the new opportunities. As I say, whether that's fair or not, that's a question. But it is the way that it is. So Reeded says, that being said, the only reason I want M80 is because I know people. Thank God that I do. Even as Leaf goes on to say, seeing all this drama, at the end of the day, connections mean more than anyone could possibly imagine. So yeah, I think that's the takeaway really for many of us. Now, the drama continued yesterday in Tier 2 Valorant on Tarek. So there was this tweet coming out of Icy's girlfriends who said the following: I thought that supporting Tier 2 means supporting all the games, not just the one you pick and choose and get paid to watch. Now, I mean, look, I'm not really going to comment too much on this. I just thought it was kind of funny. The point being made here is around Tarek. So Tarek watch parties the VCT games, and, you know, he will watch parties, select other games in Tier 2, but mainly the Sentinels game, the Qubit Academy game, right? That's usually what I watch. He won't watch everything in Tier 2, and fair enough. I mean, like, watching Valorant the whole time, all of the Tier 2 games, is quite the challenge. I don't think he should be forced to, of course, and ideally the product itself that, you know, the VCT are putting out for Tier 2 should be good enough that Tarek isn't required. But yeah, Tarek was kind of commenting on this as well. So there was a bit of drama on it, really. I don't know if you guys think it's fair or not fair, but Tarek was getting embroiled in some controversy for not streaming all the matches effectively, basically in Tier 2 as well. But, you know, it shouldn't be all on Tarek to help grow the scene in the game. Could he do better? Sure. But also, like, you know, he is just one streamer at the end of the day, and he can't, you know, if he doesn't want to stream all the time, he doesn't have to stream all the time.
Are you going to support the Tier 2 community by watching Rankers versus TM in 10 minutes? No, fuck the Tier 2 community.
So, what's the plan?
It's like, that's an annoying ass comment. Are you going to support the tier? Are you going to support my dick?
Sure, yeah.
Hella annoying comment. I don't think that's a crash out. That's a manipulative way to ask that question. I agree. It's so annoying. That's why I'm tweaking. It's so annoying. I don't know if that was his intention, but it's so annoying, dude.
Bro, what?
And also, is it really on Tarek to, like, support Tier 2 when that's kind of what Riot are meant to do? And I'm not really sure.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I'm having some kind of, like...
Let's talk, though, about some of the scrim bucks and the way that things are going into Bangkok. Of course, it was, well, some of the interviews and stuff that were done to the professional players. Everyone was meeting. I thought it was kind of
sliding
nice
on my screen.
There was also this yesterday. So Tanmay, who's been right on some things and wrong on others, he was the first to report that NRG had got rid of Verno and Bonka, which they did. He then reported that Bonka was going to Fnatic, verbal agreement. That didn't happen. And indeed, they confirmed yesterday that they have signed on Doom Bros and Milan being promoted to the head coach. So, you know, he wasn't right on that. And then Tanmay yesterday says that Gen G have benched Foxy9. Now, this was being seen in some scrims yesterday, but Foxy9 disagrees with this assessment. He said the following: nothing has been decided, calling it a benching and making it look official. What are you talking about? And then he actually did a tweet to say, this is the first time that I'm learning about this. Am I on the bench without even realizing it? So it's kind of interesting, really, because it was noted that Foxy9 was not in their scrims yesterday, and they are up 11-2 in whatever scrim without Foxy9 in the team. But Foxy doesn't seem to believe that he's been benched. So either he was stepping out for some other reason, or he wasn't aware that the team was screwing with that. I don't know, like, it's kind of confusing, right? But according to what Foxy says, he hasn't been benched because he would presume that if he has been benched, then they would have told him, and they haven't told him. So that's what's kind of confusing about this whole situation right now. I feel like I've seen this happen before, and then the player actually does end up getting benched. But yeah, intriguing your thoughts in the comment section below. But these are the scrim bucks that I wanted to go through. Gen G without Foxy9, 11-2 up. And then 100T, they played a couple of interesting ones last night that were noted. I don't know who they were playing here. It could have been anyone, and they could have been a bad team. But they were up 18-0, the 100T roster. So maybe they are making some serious progress. That is not impossible behind the scenes. There was also this one, NRG, the new NRG squad, of course, with Brook on the roster as well. Interesting decision, I guess, to get Brook in terms of what they wanted from the team, but I guess they feel like they've got enough firepower already, hypothetically, and obviously Verno wasn't working with the team. They did release the full podcast, by the way, NRG. They didn't really say that much more than we'd already seen about the Verno thing. They didn't mention the Bonkar thing really at all, which probably implied that at the time they recorded it, Bonkar was not yet 100% gone. So I'd still love to know a bit more detail on why Bonkar is gone. But anyway, NRG are up 13-10, and then it was 14-10 seemingly over Evil Geniuses. 100T also played Lev, and they were up 12-7. So, you know, potentially another decent result brewing over there. But also we know that it's not historically been the best scrim team, Leviathan, let's be honest. And they also played Furia, and it was a tight one. This one was actually 11-10 to Furia at the time. So, yeah, definitely intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Lots happening in the Valorant world right now, but hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
There is one day to go before Masters Bangkok starts, and so we're gonna do a little pick'em. Here are the teams, here are the games that will be played in the first round of the Swiss stage. And what we're going to do for this pick'em is kind of go a bit more in depth. We're going to take a look at some of the stats for the teams, you know, what maps they like to play, try and actually predict where the map veto will go, and therefore who is likely to win based upon that. And eventually, obviously, we'll pick who we think will go through the Swiss stage, and then, of course, who I think will win the tournament overall. So let's dive into the games. And our first game is actually EDG versus Team Liquid. So, as I said, we are going to take a bit more of a stat look at this today. And so here are some things you might want to know about Team Liquid and how they're doing in general, right? Like, so here you've got their maps, right? How many times they played those maps, how many they won, their attack win rate, their defensive win rate, my rating for them, which in some cases is based only off one map, so you know it's not going to be perfect, that for sure. You can see what maps they picked and banned here in their time during kickoff, and their 3 last games as well that they played here on the right hand side. So with that said, let's talk about this game, Team Liquid versus
Bro, my sense
EDG.
feels so
And
slow
let's start
right
off
now.
by talking about the
There's a huge elephant in the room. There's a huge elephant in the room. Where's Verno? You're supposed to be on the pod, bro.
That's how you're gonna start it?
Yeah, that's how we're gonna start.
Wow.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Off Script, the NRG Valorant podcast presented by Spectrum. Today, I got Sam, Poojan, Ethan, and Mada. And before we get into things, of course, we got to go over the winners of the YouTube comments. Last time we got Nas, Triken, and Vernal Equinox. Congratulations on winning your Sign Energy Valorant cap. Don't forget to drop some comments down on this YouTube video below to win something else. And of course, let's just get straight into things, guys. There's a huge elephant in the room. Where's Verno? You're supposed to be on the pod, bro.
We are more than likely going to remove Verno from our starting roster, and there are plenty of reasons for that. Most of which have to do with, actually it has to do with in-game and out-of-game stuff, but more of it is
Like
just
what?
the goals in-game a lot of the times just don't feel like they align. There are a lot of issues, like underlying issues that obviously you guys as fans and, you know, spectators don't see, and I'm like completely against changes if they can be avoided, but this one honestly couldn't. When there are multiple players, like if it's a unanimous decision to do something, you kind of just have to follow that, and there were just too many instances where it felt like even in the off season, even with the success that we were having, there were still a lot of underlying issues that just caused a rift between
what is
him
this,
and the
like,
rest of the team. And I
glitch,
think
like,
it made us unhappy,
lag,
it made him
bro.
unhappy.
What is
It was
this?
unfair
Like,
for
why
him
is there
and for
lag?
us. So we decided to part ways.
I think the thing that
Like,
you
is it my mouse? Is
said
it my
before
internet?
we
Is it
went
my
live
PC?
that
I
stood
don't
out the
get it.
most was it just seems like maybe it's just not the right time. Like he's just not ready yet.
That's just an assumption, right? Based
Yeah.
off like the experience we have with him. But obviously he's an insane player in terms of his
For sure.
mechanical skill. Probably
where are
one
my
of the best,
bullets
if not the
gone,
best
bro?
player I've played with mechanically. But there are just so many more things that you have to be great at in this game when it comes to specifically helping your team be the best they can be. And that just wasn't there.
Especially on that role too, right? He
Yeah.
plays like the Sova initiator. Like you got to be solid,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and there were so many times we tried to cater to the fact that
Yeah.
like, okay, his comms aren't like up to par. That's okay. Let's just put him on Sentinel and like doing all these things. And like, I will give him that he did at times like try to improve those things. I mean, he did try to take some of the criticism that was given to him, and we genuinely, as a team, I think we can collectively say we did genuinely try to like implement him to the best of our ability and cater to it. But when, you know, it gets to the point where it was just too much, I would say it got to a point where it was just too much to handle, and a lot of things had to be catered around him, and bluntly speaking, we had to make a change at that point, and unanimously we agreed that was the best one.
Yeah, I mean, from the outside in, it was really interesting seeing him like kind of struggle, because like when we saw him on the off season, it was like, yo, this guy's God's gift to the game. But then like he comes to VCT and it's different, right? There's a lot more at stake here. You're playing in a format in which like if you O2 barbecue, you're just done for a whole month. Thankfully, you guys got to get a little bit further than that, but still, it's just like so much pressure in this moment. So yeah, for a young player to come in, it probably was a lot for him as well. Yeah. It's not tier 2 where it's like a way more lax type of schedule and etc. It's like, nah, we gotta win, bro. Like you can't be, like it doesn't matter. You gotta win at all costs.
It just felt like no matter what we tried to do, at no point did it feel like he was happy or comfortable here.
Yeah,
that's what the feeling I got was. And there were talks I had with him to try to figure it out, but honestly, at the end of those talks, there was very little solution. Like there was no solutions to, you know, like when you have a conflict, you try to find a solution to the problem, and then you see it working in a working progress. That was not the case. A lot of the times things would just go back to how they were. And like I said, I'm against changes. I prefer not doing them, especially when chemistry is such a big deal, especially when we worked so hard in the offseason to gain that chemistry. Yeah. So obviously we don't want to do this. We don't want to be in a situation where we have to make changes, but it got to a point where, and other people can chime in on this as well, but like for me, it was just too difficult to, with the time that we have as well, with the time like constraints, it's very difficult to just get all favor, like to get him on the same page with the rest of us.
Yeah, that's difficult. Now I want to know what your problems are, bro, because they're roasting you, saying you got some problems, dude. What do you think your problems are? Because you said you're perfect.
I need to hear this too. Let's hear it.
Nah, he's chill, bro.
Yeah, he's chill.
Adam was a good find.
What's the worst? What do you think the worst trait about Adam is? Like, and obviously he's looked great in game, and I've heard nothing but good things about you. But if you were to like really nitpick, like what would his problem be?
I can tell you. I literally do not try and practice.
What, bro?
Okay, my problem with this whole team. No, the whole team. It's not about practice. We get into matches, right, or like something that matters.
Yeah.
Or we play a good team in a scrim. And like I can tell my players are trying to win. No one's trying to frack right now. Like are you guys trying to win? Bro, everyone starts calming at mock speed. And I'm like, yo, I don't even get a word in.
This is not how you guys
are. As a caller, it's so hard to like get into the zone when everyone else is also calling certain things, which can be good and bad.
Yeah.
So that can be sometimes like, you know, overwhelming for me, but outside of that, it's like not a bad problem to have because you could always balance it out. But yeah.
But you need the reps though of people calming like crazy. So when it does get into like that match, you know, high.
I mean, if you're gonna do it all the time,
high intensity, bro, like you got to be able to tap into that.
Plus, they're like a lot more in the action than I am if I'm playing a Senti role.
Yeah.
Then so it is good that they calm as much as they do. It's just, you know, sometimes it does get like overwhelming.
Okay, bro.
Like my flow in the game.
Okay, but what about if we're not playing against a good team?
Yeah, and then, and then if we're playing like it's not even a good team, but if we're playing like a team they don't care about winning against or have nothing to prove, legit, it's like there's so much random silence and people are just actually just playing the game to play.
I feel like that's when like a coach, like that's like a big part of the coach's job in a game like this of Valorant. It's like trying to keep your like
it's not
team
that they're not trying
focused.
We're practicing, like we are practicing shit, but like if Sam like turns around and looks at me,
the vibe and energy isn't the same.
Yeah,
when Sam looks at me, I'm legit leaning back like this, like playing, like opping.
But just for example, like I talked to Josh RT quite a bit. You know, like we go back and forth. I've had him on like my own show as well. Maybe we can get him on here at some point, just because I feel like you and him would get along and chop it up really well. But like he makes sure that in those moments, like they're still dialed in, like trying their absolute hardest, practicing something specifically, you know, because when you're playing a weaker team, it's like you can't really like practice everything you want. You might just be aimbotting them. You know?
I had an interview where I talked about this. Like, I think our practices on this team are genuinely very efficient.
Yeah.
We get a lot done with, like, even if we have a day or two to prep, right? Like the Teo breach comps that we ran against 100 Thieves, I think we had a day, 2 days,
I think 2 days
of scrims. 2 days of full scrims.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
And we were able to implement that comp on like multiple maps and used it in the match, and it obviously worked out for us in like in our favor. And I think it was a huge advantage for us that we tried that. But the truth is, like, because our practices are so efficient, we're like confident in doing those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So I would say our practices are more efficient than like even in my optic days. Like genuinely, these practices are really efficient. We obviously fell short for like a bunch of different reasons, and it sucks.
Yeah,
but
man.
yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie though. That last map, that shit was like some of the most unlucky Valorant I've ever seen.
Are you talking
bro.
about bind on?
I'm talking about bind. Like the amount of times you guys randomly got sprayed through smoke for no.
There was that, and
so
then
I was about to start swearing because it's just like
it
so
all
sad.
started with the eco, bro.
Dude, yeah, okay. First of all, that sucks. But
Yo, what up, NRG fam? NRG Sam here. Checking in. Make sure you guys buy the bundle. It's pretty sick. And yeah, thanks guys.
all of a sudden, like, there's like a huge swing around where like you guys finally start stringing some rounds together, and it looks like you're gonna make the comeback, and then like Kesnan out of nowhere just spams like 2 people through like shower smoke, and it's like you guys made no sound. You were just shift walking up.
Yeah,
probably would have killed them if they were still in their like little default that they do.
Yeah.
But he gets a 2K through smoke. Then you got Adverso like for some reason taking scrim timings down like mid on defense side. Bro,
good.
I've never seen.
They played good actually.
Yo. I know he played good, but it's like
yeah,
the most
like what is this
scrim timing
glitch,
stuff
bro?
I've ever seen in a gameplay.
Why
like,
am I
he's just
lagging
walking down market alone as Viper, and I'm just like, wow, bro.
I think there's one thing that like is obvious at this point with our team, and I think a lot of other teams, like if you see a team on paper that's way better or like supposed to win some unlucky rounds, but we're putting ourselves in that position as well.
Exactly.
So it's like
maybe
it's on us at the end of the day. So they play well. It's like we should be able to play much better than we did.
I definitely agree with the way that you think in that aspect, because it's like, yeah, like maybe we should have just won 2-0 or just not gotten ecoed, you know. Hella unfortunate stuff. But something I did want to talk about, which is what you were talking about, how you had to basically switch your compositions, you know. Tejo, like, let's just keep it real. I was in the off season and we were talking about, me and Frost specifically were talking about how your team looked like the best in that previous meta where it was like the Sova and etc. But with Teo getting introduced, he even like was kind of like saying, oh, like this might be tough if they don't incorporate it fast enough. Do you think that's something that happened to you guys specifically? Because I know you were doing the interviews with VCT saying like, yo,
100% it happened to us. I mean, I called right after we played that Cloud9 game. I was very, very vocal about it to the team.
Yeah, now Tejo is like him.
I'm just being honest. I've like also watched a lot of the matches from other regions as well that some of them had implemented it already. So I was like,
Bro,
I'll be completely honest when I say this combination of Teo with Breach or Fade or Sova, but just Teo, is way too broken. There are too many options available for opponents, and like we are at a disadvantage consistently because they're playing a Teo and we're not. And so Yeah, I mean, the good thing is like Ethan picked it up instantly.
Yeah.
Loved playing it. Or playing him, and we just kind of ran with it.
What do you guys think about the state of the game right now with this Teo? Because like I feel like a lot of weaker teams now are just relying on it as a crutch. It seems to be the case now where it's like first it was Neon, now it's the Teo. Like I feel like it gives the opportunity for these teams that aren't as
You
like
just have to match it.
strategically sound to like all of a sudden be very good.
Yeah, I don't really like when the meta becomes like you have to do something. So for example, for Teo Breach, the only way to beat it is by playing Teo Breach and matching it. And it's like
there's no hard counter to it because of the options available.
At least right now.
Yeah. And like the options available are so scarce. Like realistically, if an agent or a combination of agents are able to take map control fast, are able to execute, are able to play post plants, all doing it like perfectly well while being safe, it's like that's too many abilities all at once. And bro, every single choke point in this video game is narrow and tiny. There are only 3 bomb spots in the bomb site that you can play. All 3 get locked down by missiles and stuns. So where are you going to play?
And on top of that, by the way, you can't even play Killjoy because
also that
Teo's rockets
or Cypher at this point. Yeah, it's like only Vice.
Yeah, it's only Vice. Yeah, dude, the salvos literally delete the ultimate.
And the crazy thing is, and the craziest part of this character is he gets his missiles back.
Yeah, they come back.
Like that rechargeable is ridiculous to me because then he could just play post plant. We can do traps. There are 100 different options you could do with Breach Teo that you can't think of like with another duo of agents doing the same thing. So it's just a lot of different playstyle changes you can make with it. And so it's like, you asked what I think about it. I think, I mean, I don't think it has to get nerfed. First of all, whoever wins Bangkok is going to for sure abuse the shit out of it.
Bro, when we were playing, like before we switched to it, because we were still on like KO on some maps.
Yeah.
And we were playing scrims against Teo. And I was like, yo, this guy's 6 of my mollies.
Yeah.
And I have 1. And I need lineups. And he doesn't. It's just like, the way you get diffed when you don't play Teo is like, it's kind of like Astra back then. But
yeah,
it's like when Astra was insane.
That's what I noticed. Like you guys run the KO on bind and like, I know you guys had success on it like first map, and I was like, damn, I hope they do switch to the Teo though, because I'm like, the thing
it was
is
a discussion, but we just switched on so many maps.
It's tough, right?
And
I know
like,
it's tough.
We were like, okay, like can we implement it on every map? I don't think so. And our bind was doing well, so we're like, we're just gonna leave it as is because we really felt comfortable on bind and still do. So we're like, okay, well, like, let's just keep the comp the way it is.
The thing that I noticed though, specifically with the KO on bind, is because like we've tried doing it before too, like when I was playing, is that I feel like you almost have to be like too perfect. Like, and you are the guy for that though, right? Because your KO, you're one of the best KOs. You probably are the best KO in the game, right? So it's like that's the only problem I see with that comp, because I watch APAC quite a bit, and like I was watching like Stax' teams always try to run the KO. They still try to do it as well. When it looks good, man, that shit looks fire.
So we were inspired by, well, I personally was inspired by their T1, the T1's comp, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't implement Vise. And then I played against Crew, and they were one of the only teams. Shy was very good on this
He's
character.
on a heater this year.
Yeah, so his bind is actually insane.
They were doing like crazy stuff too on Vise. Like he was putting his wall in shower and then like Thorns and the flash, and they would leave him A.
Yeah.
So they would overstack B, and if we TP'd, now there's a wall, Thorns, and a flash.
Yeah, you're perma stuck.
So
you're not gonna run.
You literally
through.
cannot go. It's like crazy.
But even Vise is easier to figure out because you could play against, like, you can counter vise with Yoru, like you can pass the util through like using Yoru, but like for example, going back to the breach Teo thing, there literally is no counter to that.
Yeah,
because fast map control will always be favored for you, not for the opponent if they don't have the same.
And then you get the rechargeable backup for post plant or another trap, whatever it may be, right?
And your executes are good.
Yeah.
And on defense side, your traps are good.
And you have
your
info.
Instant map control is good. It's like this man has this character also has a scan. Like like it already has a drone on top of that.
Yeah.
So he can do it all. This character literally has everything you need to like get info, take fast map control, post plant, retakes, everything. So he's broken. Like his rechargeable being the missiles is broken.
Ethan, how's it feel playing Tejo compared to like a KO where you have to have like, you know, sometimes pixel perfect like utility?
This is the only agent I've played where I don't need lineups. So it feels like it's so easy. And I played it on like before we lost. I probably played it on like 5 out of 7 maps. So like my brain was just free.
And then also going back to the Bruno thing, like we're like, okay, like his comms are like very low most of the time. Like he's very locked in.
Yeah.
So put him on Senti. He's also just really good at locking down bomb sites. Leave him on Senti, put me on Breach. So it worked out roles wise for us as well.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, 2 birds, 1 stone. It's perfect. And then Ethan played Teo like once or twice and he's like, bro, this is my new favorite one trick. And I'm like, perfect, bro. Like keep this agent because then it's like everything, you know, we're like happy with that.
It's also just like free ACS. You do damage on the exit, and then you get out and you bait for the rest of the retake, and you do more damage on the guy defusing. It's like it's so free.
That's fire. Did you like because you've done the flex IGLing before?
I prefer initiator calling.
You like that more than playing Senti? So
yeah,
like
it's much. I'm much more involved in what's happening, like action wise.
Yeah,
and because of that, I can make a call more instantly than I would be able to if I was on the other side of the map. Like I rely a lot on Adam and Ethan and Sam to like make calls if I'm not with them, right? Like they'll most of the time mid round if I'm not anywhere near that area. So like if they want to, like for example on Lotus, if they take C control, they want to fake C and hit B, they'll be the ones to say that, not me.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say as a lurker if I'm A or something is, yo, come back A, there's no one here. Like that's literally the only call you can really make with like certainty.
How's he not dead, bro?
It's better for me personally as a caller to be in the pack.
Bro,
it's just easier to call.
Do you think that's something that you're gonna look for in the new player that you're gonna get? Are you gonna try to find a Senti so you can be more part of the pack, or
do you think
you need to find like
we're
a
honestly
vocal...
open to like just trying to figure out what the best fit for us is. So most likely still initiator.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's impossible to call on a Senti role. I prefer calling on a initiator role, but if I have, like I said, I have players that communicate and are able to mid round. So me having faith in that is no problem with me. It's not like I'm gonna make 100 times better call than them with the in the situation that they're in. So
yeah,
I'm okay Senti calling. It's just when I was Breach, it's literally just honestly, it's more fun too. Straight up, it's so much more fun when you have that much impact on a round.
Yeah.
And you like are you're exactly where you
could have killed him. Why did I have him across here? I thought he would white peak.
For sure. All right, bet. Yeah, we got to talk about your ACS record
what?
that you set.
What is that?
Stage.
Okay, I was about to say like that.
I don't know if it's a record. Okay, it might not be a record, but you had the highest ACS out of anybody. You were popping off. You had a record performance for me on that Neon on Haven. That was crazy, by the way. But yeah, how does it feel to be on top of the world?
Holy shit, we're so bad.
You know, you didn't win as much as you wanted to, but
okay, I know.
Oh my god,
exactly. At least you got something.
I know it might be hard to believe, but I genuinely didn't even know until last night, because he sent me some like picture on Discord, and it was like,
you're him.
This chat is so weird, bro.
Yeah, he literally, I'm pretty sure the word was actually damn, you're him, or something like that. And I genuinely didn't know. Like I don't look at stats that much. The only time I was actually hard glazing a stats page was against 100 Thieves. Just because I looked at it, I looked back at that page so many times because I beat Dan. It felt so good, but
wait, that's actually a great point, bro. How did you feel beating Boostio? Because Boostio's been the trash talker of the century, bro.
It's fine. I mean, honestly, it didn't. These guys just don't care. Like I don't look at it like that ever. It's just like because you already know you have to look at it. Yeah, I just never look at it like that because I know he's just.
Bro,
like
why is my game so lag?
Him and Jordan Like if
Like, it's
getting
full
impressions on
lagging,
Twitter was
bro.
a job,
Like, what?
yeah,
They-
these guys would
they
be
kill it.
million.
They kill it. Yeah,
they'd
they
be-
kill it.
Yeah. And to me, I think I'm past that point in my career where like I care about that. But there was a time where like I would trash talk on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't like
I
matter
remember,
to me
bro.
anymore.
I remember those
Yeah,
days.
that type of shit is like fun to me. Was fun to me, but like I think I've just grown past that point. So it's fun to see it for me because I think it should be something everyone enjoys. I think it
Yeah.
gets the fans involved and stuff like that. But I don't have anything against them. It was fun to.
Nah, trash talking is so fun.
But at the same time, it's like. It's funny to see when you beat them, like what everyone starts saying afterwards, because like everyone just trash talks
He's the
for you.
piggy now, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Nah, yeah, next split though, this guy, number one.
I don't know what he's saying.
Look at him now.
Damn,
Look at
bro.
him now.
he
Look at him
actually,
now.
you know,
You've
okay,
been stepping it up, bro.
he's like acting cool right now on the podcast because like you know cameras are on and stuff.
Yeah.
But like he's like low key mad he wasn't the best.
Damn, bro. That's why he's so good, though, right? Like that's why. That's
He's
what
like
makes
low-key
you
mad
good.
he wasn't the
I didn't
best,
say what
so-
the full message was that he sent me.
He's like, yo, bro, I'm coming for that.
Match found.
That's exactly what I said.
He's like, yo, you're him now, bro. but don't let it get to your head,
I
bro.
messaged him, I'm like, you're
I'm
him,
about to
bro.
humble you.
Keep it up. And I'm like, but next split, watch out.
Yeah.
Wait, when did Sam
That's
come
fire.
out?
I'm excited to see what you guys
Come
cook
out.
up next
Come
split.
on.
I mean, at least you'll have a longer, season. We'll get to see more matches
Yeah.
out of you.
Oh.
See like what you guys are actually made of because you only played 3 matches. It's just
Yeah.
like not.
Does every year have a kickoff like this where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only 2 teams make it out. It's brutal.
Last 2 years
It's-
has been kickoff, and the year before that was lock in.
yeah.
Tournament, that doesn't matter.
yeah.
So you guys got in the Omega group. We all saw the draw last night.
Yeah.
I literally made a tweet. I was like, what the hell is that group, bro? Like you guys, I
I
feel like
legit
have
already
a,
forgot our group.
I feel like you guys have a stack group.
I don't feel like it's that
Yeah,
stacked.
I don't think, I think
I think the first group
Alpha's
is
more group.
I think
or
Can I
Alpha's
see the
stacked.
groups right now?
Really, bro? You guys have to play against
G2.
Leviathan, G2,
MIBR.
MIBR.
Cloud9,
So
Fury.
every time you play against Ospas, you just don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like his
It might be our Cloud9 Furia. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And Lev,
Fury is
and G2.
clearly the weakest team.
I mean, I think it's a pretty balanced group. I would say is
I think when I looked at it, my first thought was that the first group was more stacked.
Damn, bro. I thought about it the other way.
Yeah, the first group is low key stacked.
okay.
100
Look,
Thieves.
so Sen, Loud, and 100 Thieves can beat each other on any given day, right?
Yeah.
I think you can throw carry.
And then
you
on
can
our
throw
in our
carry
group,
in there
the
too.
big 3 on paper are G2, Lev, and us.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
Both groups have teams that like on their best day can beat anyone else.
And then you also have like MIBR, KRU. Like these teams are also good.
Yeah.
C9.
And
I
then
mean,
yeah,
C9 can always just like come out
yeah,
randomly.
like
EG,
Cloud9's already beaten me twice.
EG as well. Same thing. They're like Alpha. So
Yeah.
both of those teams can just like beat any team.
So I think, but I legit think this is as balanced as it gets.
It actually is super balanced. And then 2G and Furia, just like unfortunate for them, you know.
They're just the bottom feeders of the league.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
right
actually,
now.
I
least
didn't
right
even
now.
mention Crew. Like Crew made a run. This,
Yeah, they did,
this,
which is impressive.
So like Crew is like probably the 4th team there. So I would say group, like the Alpha group's actually harder.
Also,
I think I crashed out. You're restarting.
Ah, Radianite. We meet again. No charges.
way.
Hello guys, any mics?
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm gonna flash it, man.
Flash placed. Not ready yet.
Low,
Oh, that's
right now.
nice.
Backside, 2 backside.
Last player.
And backside, backside.
Bro, why is my audio so weird? Hello?
They have it. Okay.
I can't end their clove,
Yeah.
but I can
Alright.
break their spirit.
Find the weak point.
I never thought I'd make
That's
pleasant memories here. Huh. Well done.
I mean, also my audio is so weird right now. Like, what? Like, everything is so muffled. Same old story, time again.
Match found. I've got all the time in the world.
Oh, Jit, I remember being so young.
Duelist is a hilarious role in Valorant. What do you mean I have to be the best player, the entry, and the op? Yeah. It is absurd. But it's really different to CS.
On a completely unrelated note, let me ask. How cooked are Zeta this year? Are they medium rare, well done, or burned?
Enemy A. Dizzy's up top. They shot her. Stealing sight. Wingman's gonna plant spike.
One's heaven, one's heaven. 52 solo, 52 solo.
50 ISO.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Damn, bro.
Their
I gotta wake up.
are unique. Uniquely not working for them.
I haven't played this in a while. It feels so weird to play after like some time. It feels so weird to play, I can't lie.
Dizzy's down. Reloading.
Gun here.
No peeking. Refresh.
Got spike wings.
One enemy remaining.
I'm low, I'm low.
Both of you guys are low.
Wait until he drops and then peek together.
Could be coming CT.
I got the spike. Drop in a smoke.
Last player standing.
Bro, like, how is everyone just dying?
Alright, lucky socks. Don't fail me now.
How's everyone just dying, bro? So what is this audio? Oh my god.
Let's take what they have.
Hola.
Bro, my left side audio is fucked.
No peeking.
Dizzy's up.
Last player standing.
Mosh pit.
Bro, my left side audio is so fucked, bro. Like, what do I...
Their jet is playing hard to get. All right.
Come, fast push people.
Let's see how it goes.
Enemy spotted B. Blocking sight. Blocking sight. Dropping smokes.
Dizzy has.
Having their vision.
Come on, Mosh.
You disappoint.
Light stick. Thanks, little man.
Here! Gas! Enemy spotted B.
Have an on.
2 mid.
My ult ready. Not ready yet.
Both, man. One heaven, one city.
No peeking.
One enemy remaining.
Smokes are so meaningless.
Need a drop.
Might as well give them to me.
Can you buy me close?
Oh, can you buy it?
Dream big, make it happen.
Enemy spotted A. Dropping smokes. Enemy spotted A. My ult is ready.
Find it.
Back like I never left.
So moment.
One enemy remaining.
Have one of these.
Okay.
No peeking.
Go get him, buddy.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
Y'all need a gun? I'll spot
Could have a
you.
drop.
Does anyone have funds?
You want it?
Reloading.
Ándale.
Need a drop. Thank you.
You want to play? Let's play.
Dizzy's up.
Spike down A.
It's you and me.
Last player standing.
Green sight. No peeking.
Bro, they're just double opping, bro. Like what?
One downside to being immortal. I can't play dead. Chamber, I make space, you hold it down.
Bro, we just lost. We just lost this game. Holy shit.
Crown, what's this?
Never
My
mind.
ult's ready. Dropping smokes.
Up the way. Saw you, Mosh.
You had your fun. My turn. Spike planted.
Chamber mid has up.
Bro, they're just full running at me, bro. What? Also, my audio is so fucked, bro.
Get him, wingman.
One enemy remaining.
I'm good
Oh my
for
God.
3.
Nice!
Let's go!
My audio is so fucked. Like, I literally cannot hear
Bien
anything.
hecho, Gecko. Ustedes también, chiquitines.
Like, I literally cannot hear anything.
Keep up.
Guys, don't come in. They're rotating. Come back out. No, they are. No, come back, come back, come back. Why is there a... Just come.
My ult is ready.
Open the
Thanks, little man.
Drop in a smoke.
Enemy spotted B.
Stop peeking.
Two mid.
Last player standing. One
Target
enemy
down.
remaining.
Back like I never left.
Oh.
They're just batteries.
Need a drop.
Recharge.
Thanks.
Bro, I legit cannot hear anything.
Need a
Can
drop.
someone buy me, please?
Bro, the audio is so fucked, bro. Like, do I have alternative headphones?
Can someone buy
It's so
me?
fucked.
Thank you.
Come on, little homies. Let's get it.
Reloading. Reloading. My ult.
Dropping smokes. Nailed it. Plant the spike.
Blind.
Wingman's planting. Blow him up, Mosh. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings. Rash is ready. She's going again.
Drop in a smoke.
Eyes are flank. Get flank.
Last player standing.
Bro, how are we losing this? Like, what? I don't get it. Oh my god. I'm losing this, bro. Like, I'm chilling and everything. Still lost. I mean, I should have just set up a crossfire. Like, this guy can't die, bro. Just like that. Like, I thought we had the perfect, like, post map, but then, like, my two guys just died on site without getting anything. It's just unfortunate.
Need a drop. Thanks. I love this part.
Spike drop.
Get out of my way.
Reloading.
Bro, like, what? Bro, like, what?
I got the spike.
Peeking now?
No peeking.
It's you and me.
Enemy mid.
Last player standing.
Vibe check. We feeling
I
good?
legit cannot hear anything in the
Hope
game,
so.
bro. Same old story time again.
Come B.
Oh, my left side cannot hear anything. Oh my god. I'm so disoriented right now.
We win. We survive.
Dropping a
Spike down B.
Nowhere to run!
My ult's ready.
Spike.
Can you go back?
Last player
Go on top.
standing.
Same old story time again.
Last round in the half.
Don't be cheap. Spend it all before it's gone.
Like, we're just losing fights, bro. Like, how is my jet just losing that fight, bro? Like, can we keep that fight? Look around the miracle rounds. We're just losing rounds. I cannot hear a single thing going on in the game on my left ear.
Roll for initiative.
Like, look at this, bro. It's so fucked.
You want to play? Let's play.
Screen sight.
Spike down A.
Like, where's my guy holding that, bro? How? There's two people holding that.
It's you and me.
Switching sides.
So, do we mix it up? Double down? Let's talk. Need a drop. Yes. Need a drop. Can someone buy me, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. Drop in a smoke.
There they are.
No peeking.
Spike planted.
All of them, mate. All of them.
That's a kill. Refreshing.
One enemy remaining.
No peeking.
Bro, where's the fucking spike plant? I just don't get it. Where's the spike plant, bro? What the fuck?
Fancy vacuum
I cannot hear a
deactivated.
single thing also. Like, I don't know. Fuck me, bass.
The enemy only looks composed.
Their hearts.
I literally cannot play this game right now. I need to fix my audio. If I go in audio, sound.
Let's go.
Mid.
Careful, lurk.
Drop in a smoke. Enemy spotted mid. No peeking.
Two mid. Two mid. One already in it. Planting.
I had a sheriff, don't worry.
Spike planted.
Up on of these.
Jet was side. Jet was side.
Last player
on top.
standing.
Like, what is this AI team, bro? Every time we have an advantage, they just like lose the round. Like, what am I playing? Like, why? I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. It's like whatever.
Alright, muckers. Off we go. Drop in a scope.
Spike planted.
Cutting their vision.
Last player standing.
Adieu.
Alright, homies, chill. We'll go again. Damn, you love being here.
Like way too much.
Clove, play mid, Clove.
Come back from this.
It's you and me.
No peeking. No charges.
Clear,
Drop
maybe.
in a scope.
Entering.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Like, my two characters with flashes are just sitting in CT, bro. What am I playing?
Come amp. Let's
Bro,
go.
what the fuck? I don't get it. Like, why are my two flash agents jerking each other off in CT? Oh my god. Like, actual horrible players, bro. Like, why do these people touch the game? Oh my god.
Wes, keep your guard up.
Enemy A.
Drop in a smoke. Feeling fed. Drop in a smoke.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Weapon choice. It is so personal.
Like, my flash character is just like hiding. My Judas is just hiding backside. Like, what am I supposed to? My chamber is just hiding backside. Like, that's.
Leave A, okay, retake it.
It's like whatever. Yeah, I will bot teammates, bro.
Stay safe.
What's the matter? Headphone meter? That's so molding right now. Like, it's so fucking.
No peeking.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Last one down. My ult's ready. I
I got your backs. Just, you know, from the front.
Need a drop. Thank you. Yes. For you, hermanita.
It's you and me.
No charges.
Somebody's there.
Like, what is my guy doing? What is my fucking gecko doing, bro? I just don't get it.
Spike planted.
Back like I never left.
Last player standing. Match point.
Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out. Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
They are so dead.
See you on the other side.
Get out of my way!
It's all you, little homie.
Multiple enemies A.
Nowhere to run.
Drop in a smoke. Drop in a smoke.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
Up, up.
One enemy remaining.
Teleport's ready.
Spike planted.
Well played.
The chamber just peeked him. Bro, my left ear.
Clutch.
Did you see their faces? Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up
Need a drop.
appearances.
Can someone buy me, please? Appreciate it.
Come on then! No peeking! Drop in a smoke.
Spike planted.
Up and away.
You want to play? Let's play.
Mosh pit.
Here! Down! Not ready yet. No peeking!
Wingman's defusing.
It's you and me.
One down.
Last player standing. Attackers win.
Let's just wait a couple seconds, bro, for this fucking AI lobby goes. If we got one more person, we lost more points. fucked in all ways. Hello? Okay, my PC is just, it's just fucked, bro. Fuck. Say my story time again. My story time again.
Match found.
I've got all the time in the world. Guy, you're looking awfully broad today. Could cut myself in those biceps.
وتشرف كلها أول حاجة السلام عليكم.
Finally, a little bit
Reloading.
better.
Wait, Sid.
Reloading.
كير جراج نسيت.
Chamber outside garage.
باكيت.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy
إيه
spotted
لهم.
A.
Hey, long.
No peeking.
Chamber was lurking.
Drop in a smoke.
Spike planted.
Bro, what is my Sage doing?
Last player standing.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighters. Need a drop.
Spike planted.
No peeking.
Last player standing.
Speaking me, bro. What is my jet looking at? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Time to stock back up.
Can I get like a normal game? Bro, this Reyna is sus. I'm gonna record it. Like she's killed me twice, like here. I don't know, better. I guess.
Drop in a scout. No peeking.
Sky?
Spike planted.
Don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Bro, my Reyna is so scared of the game, bro. How are we gonna lose
One
this now?
enemy remaining. Last
Yeah.
player standing.
I just don't get it. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me in the ass. Like, actually fuck me. Like, what am I doing? I don't even know.
They stumbled.
Like, fuck me.
Now is our chance.
I don't get it. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is my Sky leaving sight? Like, why? What is the reason? Like, tell me the reasoning. She just wants kills? Okay, now I'm DC. GG's, bro. G fucking G's. Holy shit, bro. Like, can I have a normal day?
A little bit. Okay. Garage.
Drop in a smoke.
Excuse me.
Oh, GG.
Stealing sight. Cutting them. Last player standing. Spike planted.